Hey guys, Wes here from Superesse Straps. Today I'm showing off our fire patch kit. It's a standard morale patch that fits on pretty much anything with Velcro. Tear it off. Inside you're going to have a set of supplies to help you craft a fire. So I'll open up this bag here in a second and show you what's inside. I also want to show you what else we have in the patch. We've got a ferro rod, 2 inches. And we've got some char cloth. So there's the patch empty. We'll place it back on top of the hat there. And we'll start laying out our supplies. So I've got my ferro rod here. You can see my dog in the background. There's the char cloth. We'll open up this bag. Now you can deck out the bag with whatever you want. You can use your own little Ziploc bag. We also use Mylar bags, but this one here is just simply a Ziploc style bag. So I've got some Tinder Tape inside. We'll demo that. I've got some jute, which makes good fire tinder. And I've got our tinder wick, and I'll show you how to use that. And then we've got, there's my dog again. We'll lay the bag down. We've got a strike anywhere match. So if you need a quick fire without having to use all your extra supplies, that makes a good resource. Your striking pad and your stormproof UCO match. So let's demonstrate how to make a fire with a few of these different items. So first things first, we can take this Tinder tape and unravel it. Basically it's a type of duct tape with a different adhesive makeup. You know how duct tape has threads and stuff in it? This one's got a higher thread count, so it's got more fiber material inside. Now you can use this to fix a patch, you know, patch up a tent, or tearing a tent, or your poncho, or whatever. But it also makes good fire tinder. Now by fire tinder, I don't mean precisely that it's going to catch fire from a spark, but it's going to help prolong your fire. And you can wrap it around a stick and kind of use that stick as a torch. So I'm just kind of wrapping around this, and we'll show off this here in a second. Okay, so first thing I'll do is make a fire with the fire rod. Let's get some tinder started. So with the tinder wick, you're going to want to fluff it up, scrape it on something hard. Got a rock here. Basically I'm just scraping across it, and I'm creating a bunch of kind of a fluffed up cotton appearance. That way it's going to have more surface area for the fire to catch hold of when I shoot a spark off that ferro rod. As you can see there. And we will set some of this tinder over here. This is where we're going to shoot our spark into. You don't have to use it all, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go ahead and make a nice good amount of tinder here for us to catch hold of. We'll set all that over there. We'll set that torch there. Make sure you keep up with your supplies. You don't want to lose something while you're here. And we'll show the char cloth as well. So let's do a quick, see if we can get a quick spark started on this little nest here. Also keep in mind the jute is the same way. If you want to use the jute, you're going to also want to fluff it up same way. Everything you need is here to make a fire. Of course, the knife is not in the packet. Hopefully you don't find yourself in a situation where you have absolutely nothing but the patch on you. But if you do, you can always improvise a hard rock. You want like a 45-degree angle, and you can use different types of rock or other hard substances to strike against a ferro rod. So you can see there how I fluffed that up. You can also lay that right there on the fire. And we want to kind of spread that out so we've got more materials there to catch hold of. We don't have to use all the jute either, so we'll just leave that how it is. I do have some smaller kindling and fuel sticks here. we can lay on top afterwards. So take your ferro rod, you're going to want to scrape off the black coating, kind of protect some oxidation. So I'll do a couple of strikes to get that off, so you can start exposing the silver lining there. Once you get most of that off, you'll start seeing sparks come out. And there's your fire. You take your Tinder tape, put it over top of that to get it started. And then I'll take the Tinder tape out. And you can see how it's very windy out here, but that holds a nice flame to it. Kind of a charred, burnt flame. So you can walk around with this. It's going to melt onto that stick. And you can use it kind of as a torch to walk around or to transfer your fire. And we've still got our 2 matches, and we've got our strike plate. So I'm going to let this fire die out, and then we'll show off the matches real quick. So got a little perforation here on the char cloth. You should be able to just tear it open. And we'll take the char cloth out. There we go. Alright, we'll lay this, it's 2 layers here. And you can kind of, as with everything else, you can fluff it up if you want. Now I've had this kit in my patch for a while, so we'll see if the matches are still going to work on it. Clean that off a little bit. Do it over here where I can get to it better. Drop the tip off there. Probably as soon as it catches. Yeah, whew. There you go. Yeah, I broke the tip trying to light it, but I was still able to get it lit on that little strike pad. Just a minimal amount. And see if we can do the strike anywhere match. Of course, you don't have to use it on the surface because it is a strike anywhere match. So there we go. We've the char cloth is going to hold kind of a red. I know you can't see it too well, but it's heating up. It's red. It's holding that fire, so you can get that little tinder out of it that you need to, that little that ember, I should say, to help transfer fire. This is when your bushcraft skills will come into play. I know you can't tell, but it is red all around the edges, and you can use that ember that's on your char cloth to get a fire started. So there we go. We've pretty much used the supplies up in it. Of course, your ferro rod is going to last for freaking forever almost. So anyway, this is Wes from Superesse Straps. Check us out. and get yourself a fire patch kit or anything else you may want.